Hello, witches. Happy Monday. Just getting on here, give it a moment and get myself cleansing my space. I just got down here. Just trying to catch my breath. Anyways, I'm going to take you through today. What's today? Today is, what is it? Attract your tribe with your vibe. That's what today's spell and ritual is. But today we're not actually going to be performing the whole spell. We're only going to be doing part of it. It's actually quite an easy spell. Anybody can do it on any level, okay? Even if you're advanced, don't think that this is too simple of a spell to do because it's actually doesn't need to be that hard, okay? So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cleanse my space. This, by the way, was my old ash that I have on the side that I keep in a jar to make my own black protection salt. This is a charcoal disc. And what I'm doing next is I'm actually going to use my empowerment herb. Now, if you were here, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I did an empowerment herb mixture blend spell thing. And that was just to show you how to make my empowerment herb blend that I use in all my spells. I actually use it as my offering to my gods, goddesses, ancestors, ascended masters, angels, guides, whoever I'm working with. That's what my offering is. Now, maybe you'll be able to see it a little bit more right here. You can't see me, okay? So that's why I have it this way. Anyways, I'll show you as I go. Anyways, this is a little cauldron as well. It's just not the same type as this one here. This one actually isn't too bad of a size. If you guys want to know where I got it, Amazon. Now prices have probably gone up. I got mine for 20 bucks. Hey, Bridget. Hi. Oh, Sarah. Nice that you can make it. You weren't sure if you were going to be able to make it or not. Oh, you never know what to do with the old stuff. You know what? I usually put, if it's a herb mixture that I'm making, I put it in because I first burn it, okay, and then I put it in here. It depends on what it is of my spell that how I get rid of it. I do a lot of candle magic, and I like to do it that way so I can burn everything, and then I have just ashes. Ashes are easy to get rid of. You can put them in the toilet. You can flush them away, right? It's still natural. You can put them in the garbage can. You can put them along the line in your backyard. That's up to you. But this is how I do it. It's kind of, for me, it's kind of like double dipping in a sense, okay? Because what I try to do, especially, let's face it, guys, in this day and age, things are expensive now. Okay, like just to get your candles on Amazon or anything like that, you're looking at 40, 50 bucks for a pack of 20 or 30 or something like that. It's like crazy. And you know what? So utilize what you have. If you can use your theme to engrave your stuff and you can use it as your wand at the same time, do it. Put your intentions that that's what your tool is being used for. I'm just looking at some of the comments as it's going. So I'm just kind of saying hi. How are you guys? Tiffany, nice to see you. Hey Donna, nice to see you too, hun. But yeah, so I like to actually use everything as I can. So my charcoal disc, right? That has my empowerment herb. Perfect, because I actually use charcoal disc in my black salt, right? So if I'm using it in my black salt already, and then I have my my ash that was used with the empowerment herb. Okay, this is all the empowerment herb that I've used in all my spell works. Okay, just this year, maybe I'm not sure now, but anyways, I use this in my black salt, but I store it, and all this is from my empowerment herbs. So just think all that energy that you're putting into your spell work already, and then you're using it to protect too. Okay. That's how you utilize all your craft. You got to think, we're not back in the old days anymore. Okay. Things have changed, but we have to work with the change that has happened. So if these things are readily available and they weren't so readily available before, right? Let's face it, not all of us have the yards that we can grow, our crops and our herbs and stuff like that. We got to buy it, right? And we don't have candle makers like they used to, right? We have to go buy those stuffs, and they're not cheap all the time. So if you can use them in other things, like it's kind of like recycling, but just imagine how much power is going into your protection afterwards. Okay. So I've got my empowerment herb here on my charcoal disc. This is what's going to cleanse my space as I'm getting going. Okay. I've got my yellow candle. It's a simple spell night, guys. Okay. It's a yellow candle with your candle holder. You can carve in words and things in your candle that represent finding your tribe. Okay. You can actually, yeah, exactly, Donna, repurpose. Let's repurpose everything, right? As much as we can. That's what witches are supposed to do, right? We're supposed to be resourceful. We're just doing it in a different way now. Okay. Put what you want as your friendship. So tonight's spell is attracting your tribe with your vibe. And you've got to actually ask yourself, what vibe are you giving off? Okay, let's face it. If we're looking to attract people that support us, that love what we do, that accept us for us, are we supporting ourselves? Are we accepting ourselves fully and completely? Because in order for you to attract those people that you want into your life, you have to be walking your walk and talking your talk too. Now, I'm also going to tell you this too, okay? Because since the Scorpio moon, holy Jesus Christ, I told you guys, I think last week, that things were going to go, phone's been ringing off the hook, okay? And I totally appreciate it. I love it, okay? But at the same time, I know exactly what's going on, okay? We're in the Scorpio season. We're going, sorry, not Scorpio. We're out of Scorpio season. We're in Sagittarius, but we were just in a Scorpio season with the Scorpio eclipse in the sign of Taurus. Things were all over the place. Okay. Things like I was seeing out of nowhere. Okay. Like, think about it. Couple weeks, it was last week. I did the truth spell. Okay. To speak your truth. Okay. And I talked about this in the video last week, that depending on who you do the spell for is going to affect, and things are going to start coming out. So you might see it right away, you might not. I saw it right away. I wasn't expecting it right away, but I was hoping it was going to be right away because I was prepared for it right away. With me being prepared for it right away, I made sure that I was really grounded for it. Okay, I made sure I was really grounded for it. I made sure that my head space was clear. I knew where I was coming from in everything. I had to help a whole bunch of people, which I am so grateful that I was able to be in that space with them during that time, because that is not always easy to navigate. Scorpio is not easy to navigate. Okay, Scorpio is intense. Anybody here who's a Scorpio, you probably know I'm calling you out right here. Okay. You're going to know Scorpio's intense. They're deep thinkers. They go deep. And I can appreciate that. Oh, you're Donna. You are Donna? Yeah. But Scorpio can also bring in a lot of chaos if they haven't healed, if they haven't gone through their healing process. They are feeling this right now. Okay. So that's what I was seeing. I was seeing a lot of stuff coming up, and I had a feeling that it was going to come, but when it did, um, I wasn't surprised. Just because I did the truth spell, so the truth stuff started coming up, and I started sitting back going, "Holy jeez, I didn't realize it was gonna work this way." But that's the whole thing. You don't put an expectation on how you think your spells are gonna work, because more than likely, they're not going to work the way that you think they're gonna work. They're gonna be totally going somewhere different. That's the beauty of your spell, though. Okay, it's not meant to always have, you're not meant to have control over your spell, but you are meant to be grounded in it. You are meant to, that is your accountability. That is something that you have to be accountable. You have to make sure that you, when you're doing your spells, you're grounded and you're protected and you are in your space. Okay, because if you are not, guess what, you are going to feel this. You are going to feel this. Now, you're also probably going to, and this happened to me, okay? I was it's funny. The people that I was expecting this to come from with my truth spell, some of it did, but some there was extra. And I had friendships that actually fell away. And I was like, "What?" So unexpected. But you got to remember, the more that you're leveling up, and we're like onions, okay? Perfect example is we're like onions. And we're layers, okay? And you can peel that one layer, but there's still a layer underneath. And depending, you know, let's say there's a onion that is starting to rot, okay? And you got to take that first layer off. Well, then there's another layer. Well, you got to look at that layer too and see if that's rotting, because if that's rotting, you got to peel that away. And then the next layer might be totally fine and you're good for a little while, but then all of a sudden that might start rotting. You got to peel that away. There's multiple layers from us, multiple layers from us healing, and multiple layers in our friendships. Okay. So, with our friendships, if we're trying to attract that vibe that we're giving off, we got to bring it. What do we want in our friendships? You got to be honest, because if you're not honest, you're going to end up, um, you're going to end up disappointing yourself. Oh my goodness, I have these people that are on my on this site right now that are trying to do dating sites. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. I think it's pathetic. They have to come on here to do this, really? Oh my goodness, I'm not worried about it though. Anyways, I just removed it. Thanks, guys. Um, but for this spell, like I said, maybe I should. It's called Sex Find, Donna. Honestly, Sheila, it was. That's what it was. Anyways, as I'm saying, if you're looking to attract your vibe or attract your tribe with your vibe, you've got to make sure you bring it. What do you want in a friendship? Do you want somebody that can accept you for your full self? Well, if you want somebody to accept you for your full self, you got to make sure that you can accept them in the same. It can't be one-sided. If it's only one-sided, that's not really fair, right? That's a half and half relationship. So what do you really want to attract? Now it's the same thing. Let's take friendships out and let's put relationships in. Okay, like romantic relationships. Okay, let's say we attract those guys that are not reliable, or girls. Okay, if you're a guy on here, I'm just not saying that there's only girls here, guys here too. Okay, so a guy or a girl that is not who they say they are, right? That um, oh, where was I going with this again? I just lost track of time. Not time. Oh my God. What was I saying? Track of what I was saying with relationships. If you're attracting somebody that, if you're okay with somebody treating you like shit, then you're going to attract somebody who's going to treat you exactly what you're okay with accepting. And if you start dating somebody that isn't of the best and highest good, okay, for instance, okay, um, not very good. It's not that I don't want you to look at it as, you do have to look at yourself authentically, okay? You do have to look at yourself and ask yourself whether or not, what are you projecting out there? Because if you're not doing that, you're not being honest with yourself, okay? I I had used to attract guys that treated me like crap. There's so many of us girls that have had that, okay? And after being treated, like crap a few times, I'm like, hold on a second. I don't deserve to be treated like crap. What the heck is this about? And I started changing how I wanted to be treated. Well, guess what wasn't working anymore? That relationship. Because I wasn't tolerating the relationship. And the more I wasn't tolerating it, the more that relationship wasn't working. Now, in this particular relationship, they tried to become um, possessive and abusive in a sense. Okay. Now, I was in that relationship for longer than what I wanted to be in that relationship, but I also got myself out of that relationship. And I'm quite proud of that. But I got myself out of that relationship because I knew I deserved something better than what I was attracting. And that's because I didn't see value in myself, because I wasn't being treated as I was valued. So the only person that could change that was me. So then I started saying, no, I don't want this. And then I had to start fighting for what I wanted because I didn't want that. So I got rid of that and leveled up. And I kept on leveling up until I found what was exactly what I was looking for. And I'm married to him. And I'm happily married to him, you know. But, and a lot of people will look at a relationship going, oh my God, you guys are crazy in love. Like, you can tell that you guys are crazy in love. Yeah, we are. But it's because I don't expect anything less than what I freaking feel I deserve. But in return, I treat my husband really good too. And he will tell you, he will tell everybody how I treat him. And that's because I value him. I value him, but he values me. And that works. If he wasn't valuing me, I would have been gone. There has to be that balance, because if there isn't, you stop not feeling good inside. Well, the same thing can happen with friendships. Okay? If you're sitting home alone and wondering, well, why don't I have friends, or why don't I have solid friends, or either A, look at it as congratulations that you're freaking picky, that you're not willing to accept something that's less than what you deserve. Because you know what? Having a friend that backs you, not knowing everything, and understanding you fully, that's where, like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody who values what I do, that values the work that I do. I work very hard at what I do, and I will help anybody that I can for free. But I also like to be appreciated for what I do. Because if I don't feel appreciated, then I start feeling used. And I won't be in a relationship where I feel used. I won't be in a relationship with a friendship that's only one-sided. I will always be there for somebody, but it's not an expectation, but it is. Because I won't tolerate being in a relationship that is only one-sided. So you can look at it in a sense of me being, well, you expect too much, if you want to look at it that way. Or you can just look at it as, I won't tolerate anything less than perfect for me. Take it or leave it. You like me or you don't. Bye bye. See you later. I don't care. It's not going to affect me, because if I'm not part of your onion layer, I'm just going to fall away. And that happens a lot with as we are spiritual beings rising up, raising our vibration. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this, but you will find that you will recycle friends very, very quickly unless they're on your level. And I hate to say that, because it sounds condescending in a sense. Okay, like snobby, like, oh, well, you're better than us. No, but if I'm doing the work to be better, to be there better, to be there better for myself, I'm sorry if you can't meet that standard. I'm sorry, but and think about it. It's true, okay? Rich people, you won't see millionaires hanging out with poor people. You won't. You won't. And why is that? Because they don't see their worth. The millionaires are looking for other people who are boosting them up. Oh, yeah, let's do business. Yeah, let's do this. They're helping each other. The other ones are kicking you, and no, you don't want that, right? No, guess what? That's not worth it. That friendship isn't worth it then. That's not a friendship. I'm sorry. That's not a friendship then. You don't want that. That goes for family too, guys. We are in and you've heard me say this. I've said it more than a few times. You'll hear me say it probably every video. We are rising up. Okay, I'm an empowerment coach. I'm not sitting here to teach you how I can do it for you. I'm teaching you how you can do it for yourself. Because we need more of us around. Guys, we need more of us around. We're the healers of the planet. We're the ones that are lifting each other up and cheering each other on, but that doesn't mean to kick somebody else, knock them out of the way so you can get all the hi, how are yous? How about that person beside you? Are you cheering that person on equally with you? If you're not, and you're wondering why your friendships are falling away, or you're wondering why your or other coworkers don't want to hang out with you, then you can ask yourself why. Those are the reasons. Okay. So when doing this spell, it's very simple. You get your yellow candle. Okay. If you want to use a candle, and you're not going to light it tonight, more than likely, you're not going to light it tonight. Okay. I'm just going to show you how to do it. What you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, whatever your own writing tool, whatever you want to do. Okay. You're going to start writing down everything you want in a friendship, everything you want in a friendship, which you value, and don't hold back. Don't hold back, because if you're holding back, you're holding back for yourself because you're afraid of your own dip or your own light. Don't dim your light just because somebody's uncomfortable. If you have somewhere that you want to go, find those people that are going to help raise you up and cheer you on and be there and be supportive and say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. This is so kick ass." Okay? It's, that's what we're here for. Hi, Christopher. Nice to see you. Just making sure that I'm saying hi to everybody in case I haven't said hi to everybody. Gonna have a sip of my drink too. So this spell you can do for healing family. You can do this for friendships, and you can do this for a love interest. Okay, you can do this if you're married and you're having problems in your relationship. Okay, this is such an easy spell that you can do. What you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of paper, and you're going to start writing down all the things that you want in a friendship, or all the things that you want to attract in your tribe. Okay. If you're 420 friendly, you're going to put it down. If you like to drink, you're going to put it down. If you don't like to drink, but you're okay with being around other people who drink, put it down. Okay. If you are a night hawk and you like to want to find a friend that stays up with you in all hours of the night, do that. Okay. If you're looking for somebody who's trustworthy, if you're looking for somebody who stands by you, that whatever it is, write it down. Because if you don't, okay, if you don't, then you're going to attract the people that you think that you should be attracting. You don't want that. You want to attract who you want in your life. But you also got to be able to bring it yourself. Okay? Whatever you want in your relationship, you got to be able to project that out too. Okay? You start attracting your vibe, or sorry, your tribe with your vibe. So if you're low vibe, you're going to attract low people. Plain and simple. If you're high vibe, you're going to attract people that are higher vibe. Okay. If you want people who are more spiritual, more witchy, more people in your area, start looking up places that you can, like support groups, or let's say it's a craft, you like knitting, join a club. Okay. Start a club. Okay. I've said this before too. That's what I did with my Facebook page. If you're not on my Facebook page, come on over to my Facebook page. That's where it started. I started there to attract people who were more like me, because I felt like I wasn't finding them. I wasn't finding the people that I felt like I needed in my life. I'm a high vibe. And when low vibe people come into my life, I start vibing low. I don't want that. And I have to always constantly make sure that the people that I'm vibing with are high. If they're not moving, okay, see you later. Nothing is, it's nothing personal. How much are you investing in yourself? You got to invest in yourself for others to want to invest in you. It's a law of attraction. You'll hear people talk about law of attraction, but you've got to remember that with the law of attraction, The Secret, anything that you read, okay, you got to remember there's still an action that you have to take. You can't sit on the couch and think you're going to make friends by doing nothing but watching TV. Sorry, it's not going to work. If you're looking to make friends, then start doing things that you have an interest in, and that you feel safe in. Those are the where you're going to find your people, are in the groups that you already have an interest in. If you like gardening, get into some gardening groups. My son loves gardening. He's a young kid. He loves gardening. He gets out there and gets his hands dirty. And he likes to hang out with people who like the same thing, because it makes sense. Because the car people want to talk about the cars, the garden people want to talk about the garden. They don't want to, it just makes sense. It's nothing personal. It doesn't mean that you can't be friendly with other people. It just means that you're going to be vibing higher with the people who match your vibe. And the only way you're going to do that is if you change. That's part on you, right? So you can maximize the spell as much as you want. Okay, so when you write your list down, if you don't feel that you're done, don't feel that you need to have it done tonight. Sleep on it, fold it, tuck it underneath your pillow, and ask your guides, angels, ascended masters, starseed family, your ancestors, your deities, whoever you connect with. And you're going to say, bring me those people. Show me the traits and the qualities that I want in my people. And then show me where I'm supposed to go. What's my next step? And when you get your next step, you'll be amazed on the connections that you make. You'll be amazed. I have met so many people just by doing that. Something that intimidates me so much. If anybody knows what that is, the autism spectrum disorder, or Asperger's, okay? So socially makes, like, social functions make me nervous. I've had to work really hard on that. My spirituality and the stuff that I do with my witchcraft is exactly what has helped me. My empowerment spell was developed exactly for me to help myself to do stuff, and it works. Hi Harley, nice to see you, hun. Aw, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love hearing that, guys. Please, by all means, if there's something that you want to see, please write it in the comments. while we're in our live, outside of the live, I don't care, in the Facebook group, whatever. Write me, it doesn't matter. Let me know what you want to see, and then I'll start putting them out there. I'm already trying, like I've already got a list going that I'm trying to do, but I'm always open to some more. And you never know. I might open up some more days during the week to do my lives. Right now, Monday nights work best for me because I also do readings. And which, by the way, I'm not sure if Yadira is here, but you sent me a message and I sent you one back, and I don't know if you got it. So I'm hoping you did. I hope it didn't land in your spam folder. But I do readings, guys. So if you need readings, I'm accepting readings again. Okay, my website's on the click or on my subscriber page or whatever. You can always find me. I'm on Facebook, like I said. You can find me. But that's how you attract. Okay, if you think miserable of yourself, if you feel lousy of yourself, you're going to attract lousy friends. You're going to attract shitty friends. Okay? Think more of yourself. We are the ones that can create. Okay? That's what being a witch is all about. Okay? We have the power, okay, to create anything we want. So what are you doing to get yourself out? Don't be afraid of starting, guys. It starts as simple as a little candle and an intention. Okay, that's what it starts. There's books that I will constantly recommend. My favorite one was To Ride a Silver Broomstick by Silver Ravenwolf. It's my absolute favorite one. I swear by a lot of her books. Okay, that's who got me started on this. Okay, back in 1997. It was August 26, 1997. Can you believe that? Oh, I'm really showing my age, aren't I? Can you tell? No, you can't. Gonna be 49. Yes, 49 in February. Don't worry, I'm gonna be having a birthday party online. I'm pretty sure. I always do. I always do. I did last year. Anyways, when you write out your spell, okay, when you write down all your lists, if you're not done, like I said, put it under your pillow, reopen it, allow yourself to continue making it as long as you want. Karen, the name of the book is To Ride a Silver Broomstick. It's from Silver Ravenwolf. It's fantastic. Okay? But yes, when you're done with your spell, you light your candle. Okay, you set your intentions. You do everything that what I've taught you already to do. And if you're just joining in for your first time tonight, okay, I've got plenty of other videos that will walk you through other spells too. Okay, but you know that you're going to ground yourself. You're going to protect yourself. You're going to make sure that you surround yourself with your protection and your guides. Okay, and then you're going to if you do a salt circle, which you can. I don't know what just went floating by me. I was a little curious to see that. Um, Teen Witch, yes, I have that one too. Teen Witch, I've got Hedge Witch. Say that 3 times fast. I can't. Hedge Witch. Scott Cunningham is really good too, but I like Silver Ravenwolf because it's how it's it's how she reads. It's an easy read. Scott Cunningham, I feel, is more it's not that it's harder to read, it's more textbook. Like where if I find Silver Ravenwolf, I'm reading it as if she's in the room with me. That's how I feel with her. Like everything just feels really simple and straightforward and light, and that's what I really, really like with her. But don't don't limit yourself on your list. And if you feel that you need to add to it, continue to add it. Okay. But once you're done, you're going to burn your candle and then you're going to burn your list. Okay. And you can, the best thing to do for something like that is reciting a mantra. Okay, so for instance, I would for a friendship spell, I would recite more of something of um I attract my tribe with my vibe. I attract my tribe with my vibe. I would probably like, I attract the people that love and support me. I attract the people that, are healthy, that have worked through their shit, that have, or in the process of working through their shit. Because remember, you don't want to attract a whole bunch of people with trauma. I happen to do that because I'm a healer. So I attract a lot of people who need healing. And sometimes it can get a little heavy, especially if you're an empath. So you got to make sure that you um, boundaries are extremely important when you're an empath. I will do a video on just empaths alone because there's so many different levels of empaths. Um, it's really, yeah, it's you know what, you don't even realize that there's different levels of empaths. And depending on what type of empath you are, I'm an empath that mirrors. So I attract people who need healing, and I seem to project what they need healing in, and that's why a lot of relationships fall away because I've already healed those areas. I'm always healing. Nobody's ever fully healed. Please understand that. It is a work in progress all the time. Nobody is ever, even the Dalai Lama, is not egoless, just so you know. Anybody who says that they're egoless is a very ego statement. Just saying. Because ego is what drives us. Ego is what keeps us going as human beings. Okay? Without ego, we're not going after our next thing. Okay? So we have to have an ego. Okay? It's normal to have an ego. It's healthy to have an ego. Remember the yin yang. There's a balance, guys. There's a little bit of good in the bad. There's a little bit of bad in the good. Okay. There's a balance there. Okay. Without one, you don't know what the other one is. Without darkness, you don't know what light is, and vice versa, right? Like you've got, sorry, with, if I said that right, I'm not even sure if I said that right, but you know what I mean, in the sense of without one, you don't know the other, right? So you have to have the opposite in order to know what the difference is. Does it feel right? If it doesn't feel right, it's not right. Don't force it. Okay? Don't follow money. Don't follow the fame. Don't follow friendships because you think that this person, oh, this person can get me somewhere. No. What are you doing? No. Smarten up. Slap you on the side of the head. No, don't do that because you're devaluing yourself. Right there, you're devaluing yourself. You're not empowering yourself by doing that. You've just taken the empowerment out. You've just You've just taken it out. I'm just looking at what you are writing, Emily. Oh, in 1997 too. Oh my God, I just got shivers when you said that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I've got spirit with me. I know it. I know. I always have spirit here. Watch some of my lives, honestly, all my other videos, you'll see spirit going on in the back sometimes. Sometimes you'll see me go, "What? Did you catch that?" Yeah, it's kind of awesome sometimes. And there's my cackle, guys. You'll catch it too. So please understand that, okay? That there is no reason why you can't attract the best people in your life. Don't settle on it. It's better to be lonely. It's better to be in your own company than to be lonely with people who are not really your friends. Think about that. That's lonely. If you're not understood, constantly misunderstood is so lonely. I don't want to live like that. Ah, oh, it's so good. But just so you know, okay, you can change. If something's not working for you, and this goes for money too, okay, guys? I know this is about attracting your tribe with your vibe, but You can attract all of these other things too. If you're here for attracting your tribe, you can also attract your money too, just by this spell, just so you guys know. Okay? That's how much power we have in our spells. We just got to believe in it. It's us doubting our workings that prevent us from those spells to work. And the fact that we expect it to happen in a short timeline. Like I don't know how many people have had say when I said this is an easy spell. Well, that wasn't quick. I said I didn't say it was quick. Didn't say the money was going to come in quick. I said it was easy to do. There's a difference there, guys. Are you giving your spell a timeline? If you're not, then what are you expecting? Tomorrow for it to fall out of the sky? No. Maybe there's an interview you're waiting for. Maybe there's a job that you can go. Maybe you can start looking at that stuff to get that extra money if that's what you're looking for. Maybe that's where the new friendships come in. That can happen too. Imagine doing exactly what you love to do and hanging out with the people that you love to do it with. Wouldn't that be the bomb? Holy geez, of course it would. So why not attract both? You got the power. Write it down. Write it down on your list if that's what you want. Okay? Now, if you're just attracting your friends tonight, your tribe that you want to do, make a separate list. Okay? Make a separate list if you're wanting to just attract money. If you want to attract money with your career, with your friendships, say you're into fashion and you have different lines of hairdressers and models and all that you want to be friends. That's your tribe type idea. But you don't want to work in all of that. You're just doing the fashion stuff, right? But that's kind of the clique that kind of goes around. Yeah, do it. Attract it. What are you waiting for? You've got it. But don't be disappointed if somebody in your life now falls away. If somebody that you've known for 20 years, all of a sudden, boom, up and leaves. Please understand in that moment, as hard as it might be to understand that happened, because you are now than what that vibration is currently at. Congratulations. That's exactly what you want to do. So please don't look at those friendships that fall away. If those friendships are meant to grow with you, they will grow with you. If they're not meant to grow with you, they will fall away. And it might come instantly. It did for me. Came instantly. I'm like, what? Out of nowhere. Not even expecting it. I'm not going to chase down a friendship that doesn't want to be with me. I don't want to chase down a family that doesn't want to be with me. I don't want to chase down a job that doesn't want to keep me employed or pay me what I feel that I'm worth or deserve. Why do I want that? No. Move it out of the way. I'm going to find exactly what I want because that's what I deserve. That's how you do it. But it doesn't happen overnight, guys. It takes time. So don't get yourself down and out because it's not happening overnight. You've got to ask yourself, what effort am I putting in to attain that? If I'm not doing any action to find those tribes, then what am I doing? I've met so many amazing people just because I put it out there and went to Pagan Fest last year. Or no, sorry, this year, June. I'm thinking that we're already in January. Woo, where am I? No, so this past June, I had so many people who came out that was from the group that I met at Pagan Fest for the first time. Like I knew them for all my life. And I'm like, oh my God, isn't this amazing? That's the bomb. Those are the people you want to cheer with, you want to get excited with. Those are the ones that you want to invite over. Those are the ones you want to curl up on the couch and hang out for movies. Yeah, Sheila, you. Yeah, Donna, you. I'm gonna say all your names. Bridget, you, and Christopher, you, and Emily, you. Who else do I got on here? Manny, if you're here, Karen, Harley. You guys are all the bomb, okay? And anybody else who I don't see here, you guys are the bomb. Because you're here for the exact reason why I am. You're looking to change that. You're looking to change that. Yes, I'm hoping so too, Donna. You're not that far away. Not too far away. We can get you close. So just think about that. A lot of these people that you're going to end up meeting, you're going to feel like you've known them for your life. And that's just because, and that's why I'm doing this, is because you know what? I wanted to be part of a coven. The only way I was going to be part of a coven was if I was going to start a coven. How was I going to start one? I was just going to put it out there. And this is a way that I can practice with other people that are in the same vibe as me, wants to be in the same tribe as me, that understands me, that supports me, that says, "Hey, I love what you do. Thanks for doing this. I'm going to come out and see you." Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot. Because this is the only way, this is what I can do for free. I can teach this stuff for free. My readings and stuff take so much more out of me when I do. So I charge for my readings, I charge for my Reiki, and I charge for my past life regression work, okay? But I do not charge a lot like crazy prices like some other people. So if you want one, you let me know. You can always find me on Facebook, or you can find me in my email, okay, my website, okay? It should be all linked there, okay? But just so that you know, this stuff is free. That way I can help people to understand that they're not by themselves when they're doing this stuff. And if they have questions along the way, they can ask. So if you guys have questions, you can ask. That way you're not feeling alone. You're not feeling like you don't have anybody to answer your questions for. And if I don't have the answer, guess what? I'm going to say, you know what? I don't have the answer for you for that, but let's look that up, or let's find out. I'll look into it. I love researching. I love looking up stuff. I'm constantly learning. I love doing that stuff. And I wanted to teach. And look at, and you guys know, all you guys know that have been with me since day one have known how far I've come with being on screen, because I was scared shitless to be on camera. I was. And now it doesn't even feel like that, because I don't feel by myself. And that's because of you guys too. Because you guys are here with me, sharing this space with me while I'm showing you as much as I can to help you guys along on your path. I'm not always going to have the answers. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I'm definitely not. But I'm going to give you a good fair share of helping, to do my best to help you where you guys need to be, because that's what I do. But yes, I do value myself. So I value myself to know that I will charge for the things that I need to charge for. And the other stuff I can do for free, because that's the balance that I like bringing. That's what I like to bring. I was always trying to share my stuff and let people know they don't have to feel like they're alone, because I felt so alone on my journey. I wish I had more spiritual people back when I started. I was so by myself on this. I've been solitary for pretty well all my life. I just came out, I think, a couple years ago, a couple years ago. Even with my husband already knew. He's like, yeah. Isn't that what you've always done? You just call it a different name. Yeah, okay. But I felt safe to come out. Prior to that, I didn't feel safe to come out. How was I going to feel safe to come out? All my past lifetimes I've been killed. I've been hanged. I've been stabbed. I've been set on fire. I've been drowned. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've had some crazy past life regressions. And you know what? They all resonate with what I go through in this lifetime. And for me, I know that the only way that I'm going to heal this lifetime is if I heal those ancestral patterns, because that's what heals us. We brought forward that the cellular memory in our bodies. We did. And our bodies carry that. And so the only way we can lose that or let go of that is if we fully embrace ourselves. And by fully embracing ourselves, we're authentically living in our truth. I have plenty of people that always think that I'm angry. I don't know why. I don't know why. But nobody asks me. It's always assumed. And I laugh. I sit back and go, "Oh my God, you guys never ask. You just assume." So whatever. And you gotta have to, but you know what? It used to bother me. It used to bother me a lot. I used to get so bothered and think, "Oh my God, these people think this of me all the time. Why? What am I doing wrong?" The blame. Remember the blame and the shame that we're used to. It's what we're used to. That's our cellular memory. I had to go back in my past lifetimes in order to understand that, to know how to break free in this lifetime. And the only way that I could do that was honoring my full self. And that was scary as hell to do that. Think about it, guys. Being witches, we were killed so many times, right? And if your bodies remember that, it's no wonder we're fearful of coming out of the closet, right? We don't have to be in that fear anymore. Thank freaking God we don't have to be in that fear. Some people do. Don't get me wrong. There's still some people that are living in that fear. And it depends on who you're raised with and depends on where you're living. Okay, but there are more and more of us that are stepping up and stepping out and embracing our full selves. And we're going to keep on seeing that the more that we support each other, the more we find each other, the more that we vibe out there. We're attracting. Okay. And the only way we can attract is if we're being honest with ourselves. If you're not honest with yourselves, you're not going to attract exactly what you want. Okay. So cut through the bullshit, cut through the bullshit and understand because if you meditate, you're going to get it to a point. Okay. There, with meditation, I've done this myself. Okay. You're going to meditate and you're going to think, okay, what's bothering me? What's bothering me? Is there anything bothering me? What do I need to release? Okay. And you're going to get a fake answer. And this fake answer comes up on purpose. It's because it's your survival answer. It's it's our survival answer of what we say to ourselves to comfort ourselves, to remain stuck so that we don't have to move out of that comfort zone. So it's programmed up in here. When we realize that that's the fake answer and that's actually not authentic, it's total bullshit. And go, okay, that's part of it, but that's not true, authentic you yet. Okay. And then you really get to the root of the problem. I'm upset because this, and this. I need to release this because of this, and this. Once you start actually being totally honest with yourself, I mean, it might take a few times to do this, okay? But once you actually start doing that, you're going to start realizing that each time you go to heal is going to be a lot easier because you're not going to bullshit yourself anymore. You're going to get right to the root of the problem right away. Okay. Again, for instance, let's say you're trying to lose weight. Okay. And you convince yourself that you're doing everything that you need to lose weight. But you know that that's not true because you know that you're sneaking in a snack here and there. You know that you're eating before bedtime. You know that you're, having that chocolate bar or whatever. Okay. Don't bullshit yourself because you're not going to lose the weight. Get past that point and say, okay, I'm done with lying to myself. This is why I'm not losing the weight. And the only way I'm going to lose it is if I do this. I learned this pattern because back in my childhood, whether or not it was childhood or whatever, okay, I'm going to use childhood as an example because there's so many of us who have childhood traumas, okay, realistic, okay. So and so did this to me when I was a little girl. So now I eat to compensate. Or somebody kept on saying, "Oh, you're too skinny, you're too skinny." So now I overcompensate. So now I've put on all this weight, not myself. I'm just saying if this is what you're saying to yourself, right? Put on all this weight and I don't understand why. Yes, you know why. Yes, you know why. You just didn't want to acknowledge that the reason why you put weight was because of a comment that was made years and years ago that triggered you to keep on eating because you feel sorry for yourself or you want to pity yourself or you want to play victim with yourself. That's why we do it. I'm a healer. I'm not going to bullshit you. Okay. We do that so often. We bullshit. And the only way we're going to get past that, and a lot of people, and I'm going to tell you this straight up, a lot of people don't like my direct route. That's fine. It doesn't work for everybody. But it will get you to understanding what is your root cause. I promise you that. If you're actually honest with yourself, you can hate me all you want, but if you actually do the work, you will realize that that's exactly what you need to do to get where you need to go. Because I've been there. Like I said, I walk my walk and I talk my talk. I have been there. I have bullshitted my way out of things. Oh my God, so many times. It's a security. It's a safety mechanism. Okay, it's our survival technique. It's for our body. We shut down. We don't want to admit something. So when we start doing that, then we actually start understanding that there's so much more up here, right? But it's not all about that. Remember, our bodies work together, mind, body, and spirit. There are going to be people on disabilities. I do not shame those people on disabilities because you have no idea what they've been through. None. None. Our bodies carry trauma. And unfortunately, we grew up in a very traumatized, most of us grew up very traumatized by our parents, unfortunately, that didn't deal with their stuff, that didn't cope with their stuff, that projects their stuff onto us or onto somebody else for us to take the blame. Uh-uh. Nope. Just letting you know. Okay. We've got to get real with ourselves. So whether or not this is attracting your tribe, whether or not it's attracting a love interest, whether or not it's attracting a new job, it doesn't matter what you're attracting. You've got to be honest with yourself. You can't say, well, I'm going to go after that job and secretly not want it. Because guess what? You're not going to attract that job. What was the point of putting in a resume when you didn't really want it anyways? Oh, so now you're just doing it? No. See how that works? A lot of us have done that, myself included. I'll just put in a resume just to see. But I never wanted to. That's not really being authentic. That's not living in our truth. That's just going along with what we're expected. Guess what's not working anymore? We're in the year 2022, going into 2023. Next year is going to be about, what are we? We're in a 6 year. We're going to be in 7 year next year. Yeah. I had to think about that for a second. 2023, yeah. Which is about spiritual growth. We're going to be going through a transformation again next year with our government and stuff like that. I won't get too far into that. I can take you guys down the rabbit hole very easily. I do it myself. But I hope you understand that you have the power to attract what you want. And you have the power to attract the friends that you want with your vibe. So check in with yourself and see where you're at first before you start getting down on where your friendships are at. Because if you're not vibing at that speed, you're not going to attract that. And that's on you. I know it sucks. I hate realizing when it's me too, right? But that's part of the healing, guys. Okay? Understand that that's part of the healing too. Being a witch is all about the journey, okay? There's ups and downs, okay? We're the black sheep usually of the family, okay? Put your hand up if you are, okay? That's because we have a different perspective when we see things in a very different way. We're healers, herbalists, doulas. There's so many of us that are out there, okay? So let's start shining, let's start supporting, let's start finding each other and embracing each other, cheering each other on, because that's what we're meant to do. You guys are beautiful. I love you guys all so much. I've already talked your ear off for over an hour. I hope that I hope you learned something tonight. If I didn't talk your ears off. um, and I hope that yes, it is so. Oh my God, I'm getting shivers again. As soon as you sent that, Chris, on how powerful we really are, right? So you're just spraying the energy. Do I have any spirits here with me? Just want to see. I should get my dowsing rods out here one time, and I have so much activity going on around here. It's crazy. Woo. Isn't that awesome? But anyways, guys, I'm going to follow up next. Oh, thank you so much, Sheila. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys so much. But let me know how your spells are going. Okay. If you run into any problems, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me on my Facebook. Okay. I will get back to you as soon as I can. I can't guarantee it's going to be right away. It depends on how busy I am with readings. Okay. But if you want a reading, you just message me, let me know. I have a deal coming up for December. I haven't put it out there yet, okay, but I'm putting it out there right now. I know it's almost December, but my readings, usually $100, are going to be 60 for the month of December. And that's with my past life regressions or my readings. You pick, you just let me know, and then you let me know. Yes, Karen, you burn the paper when your spell is all done and you are confident with what you've written, and you can burn your paper in your candle. Your yellow candle. If you don't have a yellow candle, you can use white as well. Um, and always use a fireproof pot if you can, because if you have a fireproof pot, then you have a lid if anything were to get out of control, right? And remember, use your affirmations when you're pulling your paper, okay, after you're done. And empower yourself by saying, I am attracting my tribe with my vibe. I am attracting all those that resonate with my energy that I am projecting out of my best and highest good. Do not feel afraid. Hi, Anita. Thanks for coming. Nice to see you. What time is it there? Would a wood stove work? Darn straight, Karen. Use that wood stove. As long as you're careful, okay? Make sure you're careful. Yes, don't use a glass plate. You learned that the hard way. Oh, Sheila, you're so funny. You want both. Do it, Donna. Do it. That's awesome. You're welcome, Chris. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, 3 a.m. What? You're up? That's crazy. Thanks for showing up here. It just turned 9, 9:05 right now, p.m., Not AM, PM. AM, 3 AM. Oh my goodness, you're up early. Is it warm where you are, Anita? I'm just wondering where you are. Did you already tell me? Oh yes, you did. Oh, Macedonia. Oh, nice. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Thank you so much. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, if you have people who this could benefit, you share it, please. That helps me out. That helps me. It also helps me keep all these stuff for free. Okay, because I put all this stuff out for free to help you guys. Let's see, I don't have anything in my cauldron right now. I don't know why I decided that I was going to show you that. I don't know. I'm being silly tonight. I don't know why. Um, but yes, um, I will see you next week. What am I going to do next week? Oh, we're doing. I'm going to put all the ingredients that you need for. It's a spoonful of sugar. It's going to sweeten the pot. It's going to be like a love. It's going to be like a self love to sweeten us up. I'm still working on it. I'm still thinking about it. Like I said, I get the words for my spells first before I actually make the spells. I love coming up with fun. I love coming up with fun, creative spells that is totally different than what most people would do. Like with music, and we can sing, and because that's the vibe, right? That's the vibe. I'm gonna dance. It's wintertime. Yeah, it's wintertime here too. Well, pretty well almost. Yeah, it's fairly cold. But it's, you know what? I think it's going up to 12 tomorrow, Celsius. It's crazy, crazy. I know. So nice though. But you know what, beautifuls? I love you guys, and I will see you next week for the sweet in the pot one, spoonful of sugar. Okay. And if you have any questions, comments, anything that you'd like to add, please put it in the comments below. I will always message you back if I see it. If I don't see it, message me again. I will always message you back if I can. Okay. And I will see you next week, Monday, 8 p.m. Be here or be square. Did I say that right? I'm just trying to be silly. So I'll see you next week. Okay. Love you. Bye.